Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video I am showing you the foundations that are my I'm going to show you my favorite drugstore foundations. These foundations obviously work amazing for me, and I'll tell you why they work good for me. But remember, makeup is not universal. What I like, you might not like, or what works for you might not work for me. So just keep that in mind when you watch these kind of videos. Now, if you're interested in seeing which are my favorite drugstore foundations, please keep on watching. Okay, so just for reference, my skin type is combination dry. The thing with my skin is that I get a lot of like hormonal breakouts around my chin and my forehead, so I use a lot of products and cleansers and masks and a lot of things that are good to clear up the skin, but at the same time it dries up my skin a little bit. So I tend to look for moisturizing, luminous, and dewy foundations. Of course, I have a couple that are not dewy, but they still work really well for my skin. So hands down, one of my all-time favorite is the Maybelline Fit Me foundations. I have two here, the Dewy and Smooth and the Matte and Poreless. These foundations are both so beautiful on the skin. I'll start off with the matte one. So this one says it's matte and poreless, and it does do so good in like shrinking your pores. I don't know what it does or how it does it, but it really helps with the appearance of pores. And the matte isn't so matte, if that makes sense. I usually have trouble with matte foundations. I really tend to avoid them, but this one is just fantastic. It's not too matte, it's just like a healthy matte, like you don't look dry and crusty, and it lasts a very long time. They have amazing color range, and I just love how perfect this matches my skin because it's very yellow based but not too yellow. And then the Dewy and Smooth one, this one also is very good to smoothen out your skin. This one does have sunscreen though, so for this one you're best avoiding any flash photography. And this foundation, even though it is a luminous, it has very good coverage. I am in this foundation, the color 125 Nude Beige. It's the most perfect match for my skin ever. So the second foundation that I really love, and it's raved so much here on YouTube, is the Milani 2-in-1 Conceal Imperfect foundation. I am in the color 02 Natural. Many people complain that these foundations are very yellow based, but that is totally fine for me. I'm okay with that. I am very yellow based, but they are so dark. When I first bought it off the internet, I got shade 05 because I read the description and I thought that'd be okay. It was in the summer, so I was a bit darker, but still it was way too dark, like way too dark. And then I recently got this one, which is the 02 Natural. It is closer to my skin tone, but I do feel it is a little dark, but I can still work with it. But it's the second color, so I don't know what people that are very fair do. So besides the color range, the formula of this foundation is very nice. It's a very thick consistency, but you blend it out and you can blend it out to a very thin layer on your face. But since it's so pigmented, you don't need much product to build up the coverage that you like. It's a buildable foundation, so you can layer as needed. And like it says, it has such good coverage, you can use this as concealer. I honestly don't do that because, well, I have concealers and why not just be extra? But if you don't want to use too many products, or you don't have much time in the morning to get ready, this is a perfect alternative for that. And the finish of this foundation it's like a natural finish. It just has like this healthy sheen, but it's not dewy or luminous. It's just like natural, radiant, I want to say, I'm not sure. So my next foundation is one that I don't know why, but I haven't seen it been raved about much. It's the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour, very long name. I am in the shade 201 Classic Beige. This one also has a lot of SPF in it. It has 20 SPF, which is very good for the summertime. This was honestly hands down my favorite, my top favorite foundation last summer, because it just lasts all day. It's crazy. When I first tried it, I was so impressed because I even bought this foundation by mistake. I had in mind the Bourjois Healthy Skin, something like that. It's also like a little tube like this and a red cap, but of course I got the wrong one. Like I just had that one in mind. Then when I saw it at the drugstore, I thought it was that one, so I just picked it up, but then I realized it wasn't. I ended up using it and I was incredibly surprised by the lasting power, I guess I could call it. Last summer I was working at a terrace, which was like a tapas bar, and then it was kind of club in the night. We'd be open from noon all the way to 3 a.m. So we'd have these crazy long shifts in which I could work 10, 11 hours. So let's say I'd put this foundation on my face around 1, and then I'd be taking it off around 4 a.m. when I go home. Any other foundation would be like breaking. It doesn't, even if it's high end, like it's still going to give up after so long. And I'm in the sun all day sweating and running around, and there's a lot of people and music and there's like drinks everywhere, so it's bound to happen. But this one, I don't understand it. Like it would last through all that. When I would take it off, it didn't look good obviously, but it wasn't bad. Like it looked decent, and it was just, this was a miracle for me last summer. The coverage for this one is about medium, but it's just beautiful and it lasts as long as you want it to last. Now the last foundation I wanted to mention is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I am in the shade W5. It has a light to medium coverage. It's not super good at covering everything, but it just makes your skin look beautiful. Like even if your freckles or your imperfections peek through your foundation, your skin still looks healthy and beautiful, and that's what I like so much about this foundation. Also, the color range for L'Oreal is amazing. They have warm tones, cool tones, and then they have neutrals. So those were all my favorite drugstore foundations. Leave me in the comment sections what your favorite foundations are. I also would like to try out new foundations. Why not? Also leave me in the comments if you guys like this video, if you want me to do something similar to this with maybe concealers or blushes. I have no idea. I'm trying to branch out of just doing makeup tutorials, even though I love it so much. I want to do something different, you know, change it up a little bit. Please leave me your thoughts in the comments, whether you like this video or not. Also be sure to check out my social medias. I post a lot of makeup pics on Instagram and like short little Instagram videos, tutorials, you know. I love doing them. They're so fun and cute, and I think you guys will like them as well, so please check that out. Make sure to like this video if you did and subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.